The controller grabs Do-yoon's wrist right at the entrance, fingers digging in as the bracelet flashes scan.
The floor seems to drop, but Do-yoon doesn't pull away. He steps in, slips under the grip, twists free, and dives into the tear, losing all footing. It spits him out into a basement, his back slamming concrete as the air leaves his lungs. His ears ring. Nearby, something skitters, parasites crawling toward a metal container marked Elite, while someone rasps in the corner. A courier's pinned in a niche, his sleeve already in a creature's jaws. Do-yoon reaches for the container, fingers almost brushing metal, then the parasite jerks the kid, and he snaps his move, crashes into the swarm, and takes a bite. He yanks the courier free, the kid clinging to him with both hands, and the container stays behind, slightly open, like it was meant to be. Outside, the client doesn't even look up. That wasn't part of the deal. Do-yoon says nothing, he already knows arguing won't change a thing, and just walks off, his fingers still remembering the cold metal. Min-jae catches up at the corner, shows him a list with a gray mark. "You've been caught." Do-yoon nods, but he's not looking at the list, he's staring at his hands, like he's checking if they're shaking. Deeper in, a man crashes into the fight, wrecking everything in his path. His blows miss wide, then suddenly one lands clean, straight into Min-jae.
Do-yoon doesn't think.
He slams between them, the hit caves his chest, he drops before he can breathe, and sees the next strike already coming. He grabs the attacker by the collar, yanks him down, breaking the line, they hit the ground together, and in the chaos, Min-jae rolls clear and gets up. The other tears free, his gaze empty, like he doesn't get what's happening. Then it snaps into focus on Do-yoon, and he says quietly, "You'll end up like this too," and vanishes. Do-yoon gets up slow, one hand pressed to his chest, breath uneven, he doesn't answer, because there's nothing to say.
On the next level, he sees someone who can't lift his arm, it trembles and drops, like it doesn't belong. There are signs of a fight nearby, and the air feels thick. Something steps out of the shadows, the one who did this. The dead clamps onto Do-yoon like a cold band, tightening his movement, he takes a step and feels his body lag behind. He looks at the one still alive, and realizes if he stays, he won't get anyone out, and for the first time, he turns away, leaving them behind. In the corridor, someone follows him, the same courier, staying close, like he knows he'll get lost otherwise. Do-yoon hears the sounds ahead and behind start to merge, two directions, one rhythm, and he can't take both. "Wait," the kid says quietly, there's no panic in it, just a request. Do-yoon steps forward, then again, not faster, not faltering, and when the voice cuts off, he doesn't turn around. He only stops when he steps into the light, and for a second, presses his palm to the wall, like he's checking if the world's still there. Min-jae comes out after him, watches him for a long moment, then looks away and keeps walking, no questions asked. Above them, blocks are already dropping into place, entrances sealing off, and for the first time, Do-yoon feels it, he's not being pushed out of the zone, but out of the system itself. A man in clean armor steps out to meet him, calm, unhurried. "You think you're free?" His people spread out around them, cutting off every path at once. Do-yoon doesn't answer. He steps sideways, then again, and just as the circle tightens, he drops down, into the place no one wants to go. The space shifts, walls breathing like something alive, every sharp move makes it lurch, so Do-yoon slows, leveling his breath. A faint light ahead, he moves toward it, but at the last second notices it shifting, a trap, and stops just short. Min-jae nearly runs into him, curses under his breath, but stops too, and for the first time, doesn't push ahead first. They move around it, and come out at a node where three forces pull in different directions, it's hard just to stand. Do-yoon doesn't explain. He just starts moving, matching the rhythm, and Min-jae stumbles at first, then locks into it. Right then, the conductor's people crash into the node, shoved forward like shields, one drops at Do-yoon's feet and grabs his arm. "Don't leave me," he says, and Do-yoon feels the rhythm starting to break. If he stops, the node will surge, if he doesn't, the man dies. He pulls him up, breaking his own rhythm, and the pressure slams down harder than before. Min-jae shouts something, but Do-yoon's already inside the choice, he finds the step again, nearly falling, and carries both of them through. The node tightens, but doesn't collapse, and now the price for that choice is another cycle of pain. Do-yoon moves into the center, taking the hit of debt, and runs it through himself, like a filter.
Min-jae hits the timing with a pulse, and for the first time, they sync not by plan, but by feel. One, then another, the node cracks, but doesn't give. Do-yoon steps forward, almost out of strength, and finishes it, without rushing, without breaking. When it's over, he doesn't drop right away, he stands, until his body finally stops responding. At the exit, people look at them differently, but the words are the same: report, data, control.
Do-yoon walks past without answering, and for the first time, doesn't try to disappear. Min-jae catches up outside. You could have been faster. There's no blame in it, just fact. I know, Do-yoon says, and that's enough. In the next fight, Min-jae moves too fast, Do-yoon slows down, they collide right in the moment, almost getting in each other's way. But by the end, they find a point where neither of them is fully right, and they work, not perfect, but honest. For the first time, Do-yoon uses the system not because he has to, but because it's useful, quick, precise, and he lets it go right after. Deeper in, a signal appears that wasn't there before, a zone of nothing, not even emptiness. The controllers seal off the entrance, but the tier stays, unstable, like a chance. Min-jae looks at him. There'll be nothing in there. Do-yoon steps forward without answering, he already chose. They step inside, and in that place, there's no force, no limits, just space, and their own mistakes. Do-yoon stops for a second, then steps further in, no longer trying to control anything. And for the first time, he's not looking for a way around the rules, he just keeps going.